I would like to quickly point out that John the Mouse Video has a large selection of videos from North and South America for your viewing pleasure. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into the cheese of the matter. Ever since I started trucking, I've been hearing about the driver truck shortages. As the years have gone by, I think I have a handle on what's really going on in the industry. There are many reasons we are going to go over in this video. By the end, I hope you have a better understanding. There isn't a problem of people coming into becoming a truck driver. The problem is the people staying in the trucking industry. Most of the time, people are talking about the long-haul trucking. I will also talk about the other trucking options people move into. High driver turnover is a real problem. As new people come in, they find out for themselves the problem that comes with truck driving, as we will discuss. Driving a truck is very demanding. Over the years, I have heard you'll become married to the truck. I'm sad to tell you that in many ways it is very true. Even if you're just living with the truck, she will demand lots of time from you. All this time that you spend out on the road, lots of it you're not getting paid for. Most of the long-haul companies pay drivers mileage. So if your wheels aren't spinning, you're not getting paid. Like stuck in traffic jams, construction zones, bad weather, or any other delays that you'll encounter when you're on the road. All this time lost counts against your logbook. As with everything the government does, they say it's for safety, but it really makes it worse for the driver, as you lose freedoms. Many times you'll end up driving when you're tired, because the logbook says you need to drive, not when you're able to drive. Back in the old days, you could take a nap for 3-4 hours, and it never counted against you. But now it does. Sleep deprivation can lead to mental fogness, poor judgment, and forgetfulness are all side effects, which can make drivers more prone to accidents. Let's quickly go over why you make less. We will make the numbers easy. Let's say you're making 50 cents a mile. You'll have a load that pays you 700 miles. You should make it in a day. If you average 70 miles per hour, you would make it in 10 hours. That would put you at $350 for the day, or about $35 an hour. Some would say that's not bad. Now let's look at real life. Have you ever been behind a truck? Trucks take a long time to get up to speed, and it takes time to slow down. Most of the trucks are governed at a certain speed, mostly set by your insurance company. Now, let's say you put in a few stoplights in a few towns, and now you're averaging a little over 65 miles an hour. Have you made it 10 hours and 45 minutes? But that brings that down to 32.55 an hour. Let's make this more real. For most people, you're going to have to make a pit stop, fuel stop, eat. This is going to put more time and mileage on the trip. Most companies, when they say 700 miles, they really mean like 710 miles. Your little pit stop will add 2 miles. Fueling will take 8 minutes. Unless you're waiting for, an inconsiderate driver taking a break in the fuel island. Now let's see where you're at. You're at 712 miles, averaging about 65 miles an hour. That'll take you 11 hours, bringing the pay down to $31.81 an hour. But we're not done. When you are there, you need to back up to the dock door, wait to get unloaded. That might take 2-3 hours. Some places you end up spending all day to get loaded. Now, you know how I spend my time, that I'm stuck in the truck making videos on YouTube. Then some places kick you off their property to a nearby truck stop. You don't get paid to park or to go drive around the parking lot to find a spot to back into. Now this is the best case for the day. Now if you can find a parking spot is another thing. Long-haul truck drivers usually fight for a space at a truck stops as they look for places to sleep safely. You have a government of states, counties, and cities that are frequently shutting down designated truck rest areas that push drivers to finding any place to park so they can sleep. In that turns makes the government turn to find drivers that are in a rock and a hard place. You have federal laws that get you in trouble with local laws. You have some areas that cops prey on the truck driver for income. That also plays a part on why drivers quit. Now put in pickups, drop-off, traffic jams, weather, all in the same day. There has been days I have only gotten 300 miles in 11 hours of driving. Can you handle driving 25 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour all day long? Sometimes that's what it takes to make it to the better roads. Government puts limits on what you can do for the day. If any time you get put behind, you lose. Driving is not a 9-to-5 job. You drive all hours of the day and night. It is very hard to adjust to all the different times that you'll need to drive. This leads to truck drivers eating unhealthy meals. Prepackaged, high-calorie snacks during the driving are the worst. Fast foods, which serve highly processed foods, leads to more obese truckers with more health problems. This also leads to a higher health insurance costs that you pay. Sitting for long hours without exercise leads to poor lifestyle, forcing them to leave the career with health conditions. Being away from the family is not always easy. It leads to unstable relationships due to the nature of the work. And if you have kids, it becomes even harder. Kids need to feel that you're there for them in their life. Very few partners can handle this kind of sacrifice. Lots of drivers end up becoming divorced after joining this career. This is why many choose to abandon this career for a better option that's close to home. As you put all this stress together, it could lead to death. Over the years, I have known some older drivers dying in the truck. Every minute spent on the road is another accident waiting to happen. Don't believe everything you hear over the TV about truck accidents. I do have a few charts showing that not every truck causes accidents. More cars and small trucks are the problem. If you have watched some of my other videos that I have done, you'll see some of the drivers that are out there. Truck driving job is obviously not the best job in the world. It's a job that consists of poor lifestyle, low pay, stress, poor eating habits, accidents, and many more problems. I would encourage you to watch some of my other videos, plus others, before you think of getting into this career. There are many more challenges you should take into consideration before you start. And if you do, welcome aboard! Even if it's a year or two, maybe I'll see you down the road sightseeing. Keep it in between the ditches. John the Mouse Travel Map is available for Google Maps. It will help plan your route to the locations of your favorite videos. It is free to use. I have the link below. Please visit the playlist tab for videos that I have sorted for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button